Have you seen the children walking up the street?
Dumfries and Galloway, Scotland's forgotten treasure. One of the best places in the country to go mountain biking, swimming and scuba diving. But one aspect of Galloway life has been passing the rest of the country by. That's the new craze for young musical talent, highlighted by the folks such as Zoe Bestel and St. Max, and the latest band to jump on the craze is the Razorbills, led by 12-year-old Alan McClure. Alan, you're 12, is that so?
Yep.
You're quite tall for your age, would you agree?
Yeah, I had a bit of a growth spurt last week, and yeah, I have shot up a wee bit.
Not only have you shot up a wee bit, but your voice is quite deep for a 12-year-old lad.
Well, it's kind of a personal remark, don't you think? My voice broke. It does happen. Happens to 12-year-olds. Happens all the time.
Alan, what year were you born?
2000.
2000. What is it about Galloway that inspires you to write your songs, Alan?
Oh, it's all sorts of things. Parenthood has been a big influence, of course, observing other people being parents, obviously. Yeah, just kind of, life in general.
Some people might complain that a 12-year-old boy doesn't have a great deal to say to them about life in general. What have you seen in your short life that informs what it is that you do?
I think age is fairly irrelevant, really. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't want anyone to buy our records just because I'm 12. I'd rather it was because they enjoyed the music and found something interesting in the lyrics.
Several of your songs, Alan, deal with school children and the youth of today. Are you speaking as a spokesman for your generation?
No, not at all, no. But, I spend a lot of time in schools, and, well, obviously I go to school, so I just keep my eyes open and tend to sort of, if I see somebody with a wee problem, I maybe use that as inspiration for a song, that kind of thing.
Now, what about your songs that seem to deal with marriage and fatherhood? These make me think that perhaps you're not just quite all that you're making yourself out to be.
No, again, it's just a case of having an open mind and observing things and commenting on what you see around you. And obviously I've got a mum and dad and two sons. They have two sons. They have three sons, I should say, and one of them. So you can, extrapolate from what you observe around you, I suppose.
It's very much implied in one or two of your songs, Alan, that you're a married man. You're obviously not a married man. That wouldn't be at all in keeping with your 12 years old story. What's all this business about a wife?
I don't write songs about having a wife.
Well, what about Love 15 on your album To Hell With Youth and Beauty?
Oh, yeah, that's not about me. That's about somebody else, obviously. My dad. My mum. No, it's about a friend, actually. That one. I made it up in the school bus.
Alan, I'm going to put it to you that you're not 12 years old, and that furthermore, Harry Thompson, your banjo player, is not, as you claim in your liner notes, 11 years old.
Harry is 11 years old, and it's very insulting of you to suggest otherwise.
Harry Thompson has been in a band in Dumfries and Galloway for the last 40 years. How does that tie in with your story?
Harry Thompson is obviously a common enough name. There might be more than one, don't you think?
What about John Node, your bass player? You claim that he is 14.
Yep, that's right, 14. John, yep. He's quite old, relatively speaking.
Now, John Node has got grey hair and a grey beard, and he wears quite thick spectacles, such as you might expect on an older man.
I don't really like the tone of this interview. You seem to be very much a one-track mind here. John is 14, and just because he's quite mature for his age, that's no reason to do down the whole band, I don't think.
Alan, I'm just concerned that you're trying to jump on a bandwagon that's been started by various other much more talented youths, such as Max Tollin and Zoe Bestel. What would you say to that accusation?
Well, I'd say it's nonsense. You know, they're great. I hope that when I reach their age, you know, when I get to 15, I can, or 18, whatever Max is, I can be writing songs as good as theirs. But, you know, I've got a few years yet to up my game.
Alan, you're 34.
I'm not.
Alan, you are 34.
Well, oh, 12 years old. Of course I'm not 12 years old. I wasn't implying that I was 12 years old. Anybody could see that, just like, bring. Oh, that's the phone, excuse me, I've got to go.